RIN TV coverage of the 2015 NAPSLO Convention is brought to you by the Lexington Insurance Company. Thanks to favorable market conditions, product diversification, and underwriting discipline, the surplus lines market, the E&S market, continue to outperform the rest of the P&C industry. But a recent report by Fitch Ratings suggests profitability may weaken. At the recent NAPSLO Convention in San Diego, we spoke to NAPSLO's Executive Director, Brady Kelley, about market condition, innovation, talent in the industry, and his concerns about the future. Here are the highlights.
I would describe market conditions as very strong at the moment. As you've heard from many others, I'm sure there's an abundance of capital in the market, and we've had a relatively long break from any significant catastrophes or loss events. So the market's certainly very competitive, but it's in strong shape, I think. You saw the AM Best report recently. Surplus lines premium up 6.7% in 2014, reached an all-time high of $40.2 billion. Balance sheets are strong, ratings are very secure, so I think the market is in really good shape right now. Well, innovation is what surplus lines is all about. While cyber insurance is not a new risk, it's one that continues to evolve as insureds learn what their exposures could possibly be. Data breaches, the reputational risk that comes with that, really causing insureds to reevaluate the types of products and coverage they need. So our market continues to innovate new, interesting programs, products, coverages in that arena. You've heard other members talk about driverless cars and drone technology, new, interesting types of celebrity risks and things. So innovation is what we do. Well, we're very excited to celebrate 10 years of the NAPSLO PAC. I think it's got a long list of accomplishments, probably the largest being its help in passing the Non-Admitted and Reinsurance Reform Act back in 2010. Things like that simply can't happen unless we're in Washington, D.C., educating lawmakers, sharing our story and telling them what our members do and explaining what surplus lines is all about. So the PAC is critical to that effort. So the NRA, huge accomplishment. Since that time, TRIA's reauthorization, results from that educational work. Perhaps most importantly, NARAB's passage, the National Association of Registered Agents and Brokers, came out of that bill. So long list of accomplishments. Now $620,000 later, in its 10 years, I think we've done a lot of good in educating Washington about surplus lines and why it's critical. So NAPSLO is very focused on recruiting, attracting, retaining new talent to surplus lines. And you see a lot of the demographic changing here, in fact, in my opinion. A lot of people talk about this as though it's a real concern. And I don't mean to suggest it's not a concern, but I look around the hallways here and I see a lot of young professionals, a lot of rising stars, a lot of up-and-coming leaders in this business here at this convention. So, with all of our college outreach, recruiting of new students, growth in our NAPSLO's Next Generation group, our young professionals under 40, those things are, I think, making a big impact there. We just did some restructuring with our NAPSLO Next Gen group, which really integrates them within NAPSLO's committee structure. I think gets them much more engaged in the association and gets them involved in the future of our business. So I'm not as concerned about a talent gap. I'm very optimistic that talent is on the rise here, and the younger professionals are showing up at this convention. What issues concern me most going into 2016? I'm not sure I would say issues that really concern me. There are issues that we're focused on. Passage of the Flood Insurance Modernization and Market Parity Act, a significant goal of ours. I would like to say not in 2016. I'd like to think we can do that yet in 2015. That's certainly a significant goal of ours. We've also got NARAB, development of national standards and development of the electronic national platform to process those licenses through. A lot of work cut out for us there in the next several years. So not concerns, but opportunities for us in 2016.
For more of our coverage of the 2015 NAPSLO Convention, visit the RIN TV On Demand Library.